Stop. Don't close this page. This could be your final chance to escape the chains of financial struggle and finally live the life you deserve. If you've ever felt the crushing weight of overdue bills, the dread of staring at a dwindling bank account, or the constant sting of telling your loved ones, "We can't afford that," then stop everything you're doing and pay close attention. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share a secret so powerful it can rewrite your life story. One where wealth, freedom, and joy aren't just distant dreams, but your everyday reality. But here's the thing. You didn't land on this page by accident. No, this is bigger than chance. This is the universe itself, pulling you here because it's finally time for you to learn how to unlock the abundance you've always deserved. And if you're skeptical, I get it. I've been exactly where you are, stuck in a life that felt like an endless uphill battle. But what if I told you that just months ago, I was in the same despair you might be feeling right now? What if I told you I've found a way to turn it all around to bring more money, freedom, and happiness into my life than I ever imagined possible? And the best part? It's something anyone can do. Keep reading, because in the next few moments, you'll discover the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. Hi, my name is Dwight Schrute. I wasn't always living a life of abundance. In fact, not so long ago, I was trapped in a suffocating cycle of debt and despair. Every day felt like a slow march through quicksand. No matter how hard I pushed, I only seemed to sink deeper. For years, I worked at a soul-crushing job, clocking in before sunrise and dragging myself home long after sunset. Exhaustion consumed me, but it was never enough. The paycheck barely covered the essentials, and by the end of the month, there was nothing left. The bills piled up relentlessly, like an avalanche I couldn't outrun. I dreaded opening my mailbox. It felt like a portal to my failures. Each envelope, another reminder of just how bad things were. Past due notices stared back at me like accusations. Red ink screaming what I already knew. I was drowning, but it wasn't just the debt that crushed me, it was the humiliation. Borrowing money became a ritual, each pleading a wound to my pride. I had to ask friends who could barely afford to help me, and every time I saw the hesitation in their eyes, it was the look that said, "I wish I could, but I'm struggling too." And when they couldn't, that was even worse. The rejection wasn't just a no, it was a door closing on my last hope. I remember one birthday in particular. My kids had been counting down the days, their little faces lighting up with every mention of cake or present, but I had to sit them down, my voice trembling, and explain why there would be no gifts or any birthday cake during that year. Their disappointment felt like a dagger to my chest. I told them it was just a tough year, but deep down I feared it would always be this way. Each morning I woke with a knot in my stomach, so tight it felt like I couldn't breathe. How was I going to keep the lights on? How was I going to put food on the table? How much longer could I keep pretending everything was fine? The weight of it all consumed me, every minute of every day. And then came the breaking point. I'll never forget the sound of my landlord's voice on the other end of the phone. Cold, detached. "You've got 5 days to pay or you're out," he said, as if he were commenting on the weather. I hung up the phone and just sat there, the silence pressing in around me. This was the end of the line. I couldn't hold back the tears anymore. I felt like a complete failure. That night, I lay awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling. My mind was racing, every thought darker than the last. How did it come to this? I had tried everything I could think of, worked every angle, and still, I was stuck. Was this my life now? A never-ending cycle of fear, shame, and hopelessness? I felt like I was trapped in a maze with no way out, every path leading me back to the same dead end. What I didn't know, lying there in that suffocating darkness, was that everything was about to change. Something extraordinary was about to enter my life. A revelation so profound, it would shift the entire course of my reality. But at that moment, I couldn't see it. All I could do was hold on to the faintest glimmer of hope, not realizing the universe was already conspiring to turn my despair into triumph. It was a regular afternoon, and I had gone to the grocery store, clutching a list of bare essentials. My bank account was down to its last dollars, and I had mentally calculated every cent, trying to make sure I wouldn't overspend. I approached the register with my small cart of groceries, just bread, eggs, and a few other basics. And as the cashier rang up the total, my heart sank. I was $5 short. Panic washed over me. My face burned with embarrassment as I awkwardly shuffled through my pockets, pretending to look for money I knew wasn't there. The cashier's eyes darted to the growing line behind me, and I could feel the silent judgment of the people waiting. My throat tightened. I considered putting something back, but I couldn't decide what everything I'd chosen was already the bare minimum. Then, just as I was about to stammer an apology and retreat, I heard a calm voice behind me. "Don't worry about it, I've got it." I turned startled and was met with the warm, reassuring smile of a man who looked vaguely familiar. At first, I couldn't place him. He handed the cashier a crisp bill, covering the total without hesitation. As I gathered my groceries, still stunned, he said, "Dwight, is that you?" It hit me then, this was Nicholas, someone I hadn't seen in years. The last time we'd crossed paths, he had been just like me, struggling to make ends meet, working a dead-end job and dreaming of something better. But the man standing before me now was a completely different person. He looked successful, radiating confidence, dressed in a tailored suit that screamed success, his every movement exuding ease. We stepped outside the store, and he insisted on carrying my bag to my car. As we walked, he began asking me questions about how life had been treating me. I didn't hold back. The words tumbled out of me in a rush. My mounting debt, the eviction notice that kept me up at night, the fear of failing my family. Nicholas listened intently, his expression empathetic but calm, as though he understood exactly what I was going through. misalign your energy, cutting you off from the flow of prosperity. That's why in today's world of constant connectivity and electronics, so many people are struggling. It's not because they're lazy or incapable, it's because they're unknowingly bombarded by energies that keep them stuck in cycles of scarcity. The very devices we depend on for modern life have created invisible barriers between us and the wealth we were meant to receive. And until you realign with the natural frequency of abundance, breaking free from this struggle can feel almost impossible. Nicholas's words sent chills down my spine. It made sense. For years, I had felt trapped, stuck in a never-ending loop of financial stress and fear. But now, for the first time, it felt like there might actually be a way out. What do I have to do? I asked. It's simple, Nicholas said. Listen to the Astral Treasury audio for just a few minutes each day. That's it. You don't have to force anything or work harder. The 528 Hz frequency will do the rest. The first time I listened to the Astral Treasury audio, I felt something shift deep inside me. It was subtle but profoundly powerful, like a heavy weight I hadn't even realized I was carrying had been lifted. My mind felt clearer, my body lighter, and for the first time in years, I felt a quiet sense of confidence stirring within me. The very next day, I walked into the office, not expecting much. But fate, or perhaps the universe, had something extraordinary in store for me. Our company was hosting a critical meeting for a major project, one that could secure the largest deal we'd ever worked on. However, just as the meeting was about to begin, our director fell ill and couldn't attend. Panic rippled through the room, and the investors began to grow restless. Then out of nowhere, the chairman turned to me as the least likely person and said, "Dwight, you'll have to present this." I froze for a moment. Me? Present this deal? It seemed absurd, but as I stood in front of the room, something unexpected happened. A calm, steady confidence filled me, as though an unseen force was guiding me. The words flowed effortlessly, and I delivered a presentation so compelling that the investors not only approved the deal, they raved about it. By the time I walked out of that room, the deal was sealed, and I felt a surge of pride and exhilaration. The very next morning, the chairman called me into his office. He didn't waste any time. "Dwight," he said, "I've been watching you, and after yesterday's performance, it's clear you're ready for more responsibility." To my utter shock, he promoted me to senior management, with an annual salary of $120,000, more than triple what I was earning, and a massive bonus package to match. But the surprises didn't end there. Just days later, I received an unexpected email from my stockbroker. A small investment I had made years ago, one I had long written off as stagnant, had skyrocketed. A major corporate takeover had caused the stock to surge by 300%, and I sold it immediately for $15,000 in profit. I couldn't believe it. Money I had forgotten about was suddenly flowing back into my life. By the end of the month, my bank account had grown to over $20,000, a figure I hadn't thought possible just weeks prior. But the changes weren't just financial. They were everywhere. Every day, more opportunities, connections, and unexpected blessing seemed to find me. People I hadn't spoken to in years reached out with offers to collaborate on exciting projects. Investments I had nearly abandoned started to skyrocket. It was as if a floodgate had opened, and all the abundance I had been yearning for was pouring into my life. And yet it wasn't just about the money. Something deeper had shifted. My relationships began to flourish. I felt closer to my friends and family than I had in years. I found myself smiling more, laughing more, and genuinely enjoying life. The anxiety and stress that had weighed me down for so long seemed to melt away, replaced by a sense of inner peace and unshakable optimism. Doors I hadn't even known existed began to open. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach were suddenly within my grasp. Life no longer felt like a struggle. It felt full of possibilities. Every day brought something new, something exciting, something that reaffirmed my belief that I was finally on the right path. And then, just when I thought things couldn't get better, the next day brought another surprise. A prominent industry leader, someone I deeply admired, reached out to me personally. "Dwight," he said, "I've been hearing great things about you, and I'd like to discuss a potential partnership." Someone who just weeks ago had been scraping by was now being sought out by influential figures. the changes were nothing short of miraculous. Listening to the Astral Treasury audio had set something in motion, a powerful shift that transformed not just my financial situation, but my entire life. And the best part, it felt effortless, as though the universe itself had stepped in to guide me. I finally understood. This was the power of aligning with the frequency of abundance, and it was just the beginning. The Astral Treasury audio is no ordinary sound wave. It is a gateway to the infinite abundance that exists in the universe. Carefully crafted using cutting-edge sound engineering and ancient wisdom, this audio frequency is designed to tap into the hidden vibrations that govern wealth, success, and limitless opportunity. So, how does it work? The Astral Treasury audio dissolves the invisible blocks that have held you back for so long, the fear, the doubt, the constant scarcity mindset that keeps you trapped in the same cycle. As you listen, you'll feel those heavy negative energies begin to melt away, leaving you lighter, clearer, and more open to receive what the universe has been waiting to give you. But it doesn't stop there. The sound frequency tunes your energy field, aligning it perfectly with the vibration of abundance. Imagine it as a powerful magnetic force, effortlessly pulling wealth, opportunities, and connections toward you. It's as if the universe itself can't help but respond to your newly heightened energy, pouring prosperity into your life from every direction. And here's the secret. The Astral Treasury isn't just an idea. It's a limitless source of wealth that has always existed, hidden just out of reach. When you activate the audio, you unlock this reservoir of abundance, allowing it to flow freely into your life. You'll feel the shift almost instantly, as though a door you never knew existed has swung wide open, revealing a reality of wealth and freedom you once thought impossible. This isn't guesswork, it's guaranteed to work. The Astral Treasury audio is rooted in the same frequencies that ancient civilizations used to build empires and create unimaginable wealth. It taps into the natural harmonics of the universe, reawakening the flow of abundance that has been waiting for you all along. With every listen, you'll feel your energy transform, your mind sharpen, and your life align with prosperity in ways you've never experienced before. It's not just a product, it's your path to the life you were always meant to live. The results are undeniable, and they're waiting for you. All you have to do is press play. Here's a cold, hard truth on what's been quietly holding you back. Modern technology, the very devices you rely on every day, your mobile phone, your laptop emit invisible frequencies that disrupt this alignment. And it's not just about the endless scrolling or the seemingly addictive content on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or social media. The truth runs deeper. It's not the content itself that's addictive, it's the frequencies these devices emit. These vibrations tap into your brainwaves, creating a cycle of compulsion, distraction, and dependency. They aren't just pulling your focus, they're pulling your energy, subtly misaligning your vibration from the natural frequency of abundance. These disruptive frequencies keep you tethered, locked in a loop, unable to move forward. They cloud your ability to manifest wealth, happiness, and clarity. Without even realizing it, you've been caught in this invisible web, your potential muted by the very tools designed to make life easier. But today, everything changes. By listening to the Astral Treasury audio, you can break free. Its carefully engineered frequency cuts through the disruptive vibrations, clearing the chaos and restoring harmony to your energy field. As you tune in, you'll feel the alignment, the balance, the connection to the natural flow of prosperity. Suddenly, the distractions fade, the compulsions dissolve, and what remains is clarity, focus, and a powerful pull toward the abundance you've always deserved. With every listen, your energy shifts. You'll realign with the vibration of wealth, opening the floodgates for opportunity, success, and freedom to flow effortlessly into your life. This isn't just a shift, it's a transformation, and it's waiting for you. Because I truly believe in the transformative power of the Astral Treasury, I want to make this decision as easy as possible for you. I've been where you are, hesitant, skeptical, wondering if this is just another empty promise. That's why I'm taking every ounce of risk off your shoulders. Here's how confident I am. I'm offering you a triple money-back guarantee. First, if you don't notice shifts within the first 28 days, Whether it's unexpected opportunities, financial relief, or even a profound sense of calm and clarity, I'll refund every single penny. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through. Second, if by 60 days you haven't experienced undeniable transformations, whether it's financial breakthroughs, exciting new opportunities, or a deep sense of alignment and happiness, I won't just give you your money back. I'll double it. That's right, I'll send you twice the amount you paid as a way of saying thank you for giving it a try. And here's the most incredible part. This guarantee doesn't expire. If at any point in your life, whether it's 6 months, a year, or even a decade from now, you feel like the Astral Treasury hasn't delivered on its promise, you can reach out to me for a full refund. I'm not just offering you a 60-day guarantee, I'm offering you a lifetime guarantee. Why would I do this? Because I believe in this system with every fiber of my being. And more importantly, I believe in you. I don't want fear or hesitation to stop you from taking this step. I know what it's like to feel stuck, to feel like the deck is stacked against you, to wonder if anything will ever change. That's why I'm putting myself on the line, because I want you to feel completely safe saying yes to this opportunity. Think about it. You risk nothing. You have nothing to lose. But what you stand to gain is everything. Unlimited wealth, boundless happiness, and freedom from the stress and struggle that have weighed you down for so long. The only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is one decision. And with this triple money-back guarantee, that decision couldn't be easier. Your life is waiting to change. The Astral Treasury is waiting to transform everything for you. All you have to do is press play and let it work its magic. But don't wait too long. This opportunity won't be available forever. And once it's gone, you may never get another chance. This is your moment. Take it, because you deserve nothing less than a life of abundance, happiness, and freedom. Let's make it happen together. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the two paths before you. Feel them, see them. On one path, there's the life you've known all too well. The weight of unpaid bills presses heavily on your shoulders. The tension of financial stress lingers in every decision you make. You try to keep pushing forward, but it feels like the same endless cycle of scarcity, like running on a treadmill with no finish line in sight. You wonder how long you can keep this up, and deep down, you fear it might never change. And then there's the other path. This one feels different, lighter, brighter, full of possibility. Imagine yourself waking up each day with clarity and purpose. Imagine your bank account growing steadily, effortlessly, as opportunities flow into your life. The stress is gone, replaced by a deep sense of peace and pride in how far you've come. You're no longer just surviving, you're thriving. Doors you never even knew existed begin to open, and life feels full of potential. These two paths aren't determined by fate, they're determined by choice. And right now, you have the power to choose which one you'll walk. The Astral Treasury is the key to unlocking the brighter path. It's not a question of whether it will work, it's a question of whether you'll say yes to yourself, to your dreams, to the life you've always known you deserve. Feel it for a moment. The weight of struggle, the endless stress. Imagine it dissolving, like mist in the morning sun, as abundance begins to flow effortlessly into your life. The money, the opportunities, the happiness, it's all waiting for you. Right now, but only if you choose it. If you walk away, the other path is still there. You'll wake up tomorrow to the same stresses, the same fears, the same reality you've been fighting against for so long. Another day will come and go, leaving you wondering if things will ever change. But if you say yes, if you take that first step and press play on the Astral Treasury, everything shifts. The struggle ends and a new chapter begins. This moment isn't just a decision, it's a turning point. You can feel it, can't you? The energy is already shifting. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you. All you have to do is choose. Which path will you take? The one you've been walking, or the one that leads to joy, abundance, and freedom? The choice is yours, but only for now. Don't let this moment pass.